what the hell's going on? I was like, was that DJ Scratcher? I was like, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, are you Split? He's like, yeah. And all of a sudden, Busta Rhymes and all his Busta Rhymesy glory comes walking in the store. And then he comes and just hands me like 4 boxes of fucking Fruity Pebbles. And I'm like, all right.
Good. See how far I can go this far. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everything
in
between.
Not Vietnam. Okay.
Nope. Whole different show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Super Fancom. We are doing another year retrospective, which will henceforth be called, now that's what I call a retrospective. The year is 1994 we are doing. I'm Retro Rick, and I'm joined by the cast of
On the Brain Ent. How's everyone?
Hello and good tidings to you.
I am Elder Tinchy.
And I am not. I am also named Rick. I am other Rick, so this is going to be very confusing. Yes. I mean, you know, unless you can't tell voices apart. You have some weird vocal blindness. So.
Yeah. He's the black version of me.
Sure.
Which we're kind of
actually.
You're not
that off.
Yeah,
we're not that dissimilar, you and I.
That's the funny thing.
Yeah, we're kind of discovering that every time we meet.
Hell yeah, like dude, every time we find we have the
exact same sense of humor.
Exact, like we're even finishing each other's sandwiches.
Messages. All right, 1994. Benji, I'm sure you were born then.
Yes, I'm 87, so I remember 94.
You're 87? You look good for 87.
Thank you.
All right.
And I'm a timeless being, but I remember 1984, 1994.
So you're the doctor?
Yeah.
Sure, let's go with that tire joke.
All right, let's get into the world of pop culture here. The Western Hemisphere is declared free of polio.
Finally!
Beautiful.
It only took them... Wait, when did the vaccine come out? When not Eisenhower, fucking... Which president was it? FDR.
Yeah, FDR, yeah.
And he got a mean case of the wheelchairsies.
Yep. Cost of gas, $1.11.
Never forget.
You're lying.
I tell the truth. Cost of a movie ticket, $4.18.
Never forget.
Man.
Whew. Good Lord. Compared to now where it's like $20 when you're first born.
Yep. The scroll wheel for the computer mouse is invented.
That was when it was invented?
Yeah.
94? Really?
Yeah.
That feels like it was around a lot longer than that.
Nope. Jeff Bezos launches Amazon.
In 94?
Yeah. Very early demo for Amazon.
Well, keep in mind, 94, the internet was still in its basic infancy. And also, Amazon was still just about books then.
Yep.
But, wow.
It wasn't the juggernaut that it is today that made Jeff Bezos the fucking trillionaire he is.
And puts people in the wage cage.
And then some.
The world's first smartphone, the IBM Simon, goes on sale.
I don't even know what the heck that is.
It's that game where you have to match the...
Points.
Thank you.
The Northridge earthquake magnitude is 6.5 in the San Fernando Valley of L.A.
I remember seeing that on the news when I watched the news as a kid because I was just starving for anything TV.
Netscape Navigator quickly becomes the leader in browsing the web.
How quickly did they disappear?
They fell.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen and fallen again.
AOL came and just said, no, you're done.
Some fella named O.J. Simpson escapes in a Ford Bronco.
I remember. He was in those Naked Gun movies, right?
Yes.
He was in that chicken commercial, right?
Yes.
Did he also do a commercial where he ran through an airport? Much like he did in real life?
Yeah. Also, on the DVD episode of The Simpsons, they bring up this was going on while they were writing. So they had the idea of getting a big poster board as the news crews were going out, put out the sign on the window, watch the critic on NBC.
Wait, that was on ABC.
ABC, yeah.
But still, that's what? It's funny too that the critic ended up on Fox and one after that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Lisa Marie marries Michael Jackson.
No one thought that would last ever.
Cause it didn't.
Nope.
Kurt Cobain commits suicide.
That was sad.
Rest in peace.
Fruitopia debuts.
And disappears in 5 years.
Disappears.
Yep.
5 years later, it's a Notopia.
Hershey's Cookies and Cream debuts.
Is that still with us?
Is that still around?
Yeah, some event. You can find it. Aquafina debuts.
Oh, I like her.
Me too.
I can't wait to see her in the new Jumanji sequel.
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
I can't wait to hear her in the new Little Mermaid.
You're better than that.
Reese's Puffs and Pop-Tart cereal debut.
Okay, can we
Pop-Tart-
time out?
wait, hold on.
Okay. Can we talk about Pop-Tart cereal
Pop-Tart
for a minute?
cereal?
Because I fucking loved the strawberry Pop-Tart cereal as a kid. And when that cereal disappeared, I was devastated. Like, seriously, I was a cereal fan, and I hadn't been that devastated since Frankenberry became seasonal. Like, when that thing disappeared, I was like, oh, what am I gonna... I mean, there's always Captain Crunch. That formula stayed the same since forever, but I love my Pop-Tart cereal. And then when it came back last year, I was so amped for it until I tasted it and was like, why would you do that to me, Kellogg?
But you know they gotta do that for everything.
No, still, no. Kellogg makes Pop-Tarts,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I want to say Kellogg when I should be throwing shade at like Nabisco. I was so disappointed with that reboot. That's like one of the few reboots that pissed me off. Don't get me wrong, there have been some, but that one is like number one on my list, right after something I'll think of later, because I can't think of something.
All right.
RoboCop.
No, actually, you know what? Not for nothing, that RoboCop remake was not bad.
The only thing good in it was Hocus Pocus by Focus.
Terminator Genesis.
Didn't watch that.
Genesis.
There wasn't enough bitches leave in it for me though. In that RoboCop
Yes, they needed
remake.
Kirkwood Smith saying bitches leave.
Not enough bitches leave for me.
All right. M&M Mars introduces Starburst jelly beans.
I only vaguely remember that.
Those I feel like are still available during like Easter.
Yeah, they are. Board games, 13 Dead End Drive.
Oh my!
Did you have that game?
I did not, but I played it like 3 times at a friend's house because I was like, oh, it comes with a VHS.
Rad.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so interactive. This is the future of board gaming.
Dream Phone.
Dream Phone. Okay,
I don't remember that
I can
at
only
all.
vaguely remember that thanks to a bunch of commercials,
Yep.
like old commercials.
Mr. Bucket.
Balls
Mr.
popped out of his mouth.
The ball.
Phrasing. That was the commercial. I'm not making.
I know. I remember that commercial.
That was the weird.
That was
for,
just so
for a
bad.
kid's toy. Why was that the theme song? Mr. Bucket, the balls pop out of my mouth. Why was what? What HR person let that slide?
What was the pitch meeting?
It's like, okay, here's the thing. We've got this new toy. Kids are gonna love it. It's a bucket. They have to. It goes around all erratic, and then the kids have to catch the balls, and then the balls pop out of their mouth. That's great, Johnson. You've done it again. You've saved this Christmas for our company. Okay, get down to the ad department. Hey, what do you guys come up with a theme song? Well, we've got something we've been working on for a little bit now. How's this? Mr. Bucket, balls pop out of his mouth. God damn it, give this man a raise.
And Ask Xandar.
Sandor?
I don't remember
it was
that.
It was like a wizard in on a crystal ball.
Oh wait, was that that was that weird dating game, right?
Yeah.
That was that was
the dating game Ask
It
Xandar.
did not.
Oh my God.
It didn't look like a dating game. It looked like something you would have when you're playing D&D.
Yeah.
That was on my radar.
But that was marketed towards young girls.
Yep. All right. Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons,
Yep.
planned to make a live-action spin-off of The Simpsons starring Dan Castanella as Krusty the Clown.
So it would have been what he originally planned for Krusty.
Yes. But as he moved to L.A., negotiation for the show fell through due to a large cost in training beavers required as for a running joke about Krusty's house.
Wait a minute. Wait, so
Did you say
because
training beavers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I heard that correctly.
Yeah, no, so they didn't do it because they couldn't train enough beavers?
And it was
Or-
too costly.
Well, yeah, because they're fucking beavers. They've got brains the size of their pupils.
Yep.
Their only instincts are chop wood and duh.
Yep. Let's see. The Oxford English Dictionary cites the Beastie Boys as being responsible for coining the term mullet. I find that hard to believe.
They coined the term mullet?
I don't think so.
I mean, I love the Beastie Boys, but that doesn't sound truthful at all.
Or-
Maybe they brought it into, like, the lexicon,
Yeah.
but I don't think that they get the credit for it.
Yeah.
Crayola releases scented crayons, but had to retire the food-scented ones after
Because
a
of
year
stupid
because...
kids?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Because of
Stupid
stupid
kids.
kids.
The Wonder Bra is invented.
In 94?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I've heard about that my entire life? I didn't
What,
know
with the Wonder Bra?
Yeah! Like, it feels like it's a lot earlier than 94 that thing came out. But I'm grateful for it, ladies.
Yep. Let's see. Sadly, jazz singer Cab Calloway dies.
Oh.
I remember. You know what's funny? My only exposure to him was that Janet Jackson video.
I think.
The All Right. That was before that, I had no idea who he was.
Okay. One of my favorite news stories. A 75-pound bag of cocaine fell out of a plane and landed in the middle of a Florida Crime Watch meeting.
Because Florida!
Yes!
Florida, America's punchline.
Anything goes in Florida. Wait, how big was the bag again?
75 pounds.
75 pounds.
75 pounds of
of
coke just
cocaine,
falls out of
yes.
a plane
Yep.
and lands in the... What gods got together and were like, do you want to see the funniest thing humanity will see for the next 25 years? Watch this. It was like, this feels like very Loki.
The only
It
way it would
really
have been
did.
funnier if it would have been either here in Waterbury or New Britain. Or New
No,
Haven.
because
New Haven.
Florida it just works better with Florida. If it happened in Connecticut, it'd be like, oh my! Did you hear about that 75-pound of nose sugar
Yep.
that fell into the middle of a crime watch? I say, but Florida is just like, hey, split it up evenly.
The champion New York Rangers got drunk and left the Stanley Cup at a strip club.
Oh, sports! When will you ever really interest me?
Sports goes sports. Athletics are number one. Participants are heroes. Go team, yeah.
All right. Sadly, we had to bring it down because we lost John Candy,
Oh.
Cesar Romero, the original Joker,
Yes.
Oh, dag, man. You
Telly Savalas,
Who loved you, baby?
Baby. and Richard Nixon, the actor,
The actor?
the president.
Oh, I was about to say.
Actor
Wait, was
first.
there another? There was a wait.
I was doing a line from
was
Back
doing
to
a line.
Back to the Future.
Oh, okay.
the actor. Yeah.
All right. For people who were born this year, Boo Boo Stewart of the Descendants.
He plays Jafar's kid, right?
Yep.
Gotcha.
And he also was a background character in Twilight.
Didn't he? He was also in. Fuck, what was it? I'm not even gonna rack my brain right now.
Harry Styles.
Why does that sound familiar?
He's
One
the same-
Direction.
Yep.
He actually hosted a very funny episode of SNL last week.
I don't
Did
even
he?
watch that show anymore.
Yeah.
Haley Unrita, who plays Erica in the Goldbergs.
Wait, he was born in 94?
Orantia, is it? Aren't those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dakota-
She's good.
Yep. Dakota Fanning.
Really? She's that old?
Yeah. I know. And Justin Bieber.
Who?
Exactly. Justin Bieber.
You're saying you might as well say Bippity Boppity Bank. I don't know who is this.
Who
Who is this terrible child you're talking about?
Bieber.
He sounds like he's the world's worst Canadian.
Apt. All right, let's head over to the world of comics.
Yay! My wheelhouse.
Kaya Rayner is introduced as the new Green Lantern.
Nice.
I actually enjoyed his run as the Green Lantern in the comics.
She-Hulk Volume 2 is canceled with issue 60. The caption on the cover reads, "Okay, kids, we had a deal. Now hand over those X-Men comics."
Well, yeah, that was back when She-Hulk was breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
When she was written by, for the life of me, I can't remember. I just remember having a gang of because I liked when characters did that in comics, and the fact that She-Hulk did it, like broke the fourth wall, was like, oh yeah. Like I remember reading one issue where there was this explosion that went off, and like it went like kaboom, kaboof, and then she was like, oof, oh, that's what you're. And she was like, this book's really gone downhill. So I think like John Byrne was writing it or something like that. I can't remember.
X-Men Volume 2, number 30. Scott Summers marries Jean Grey.
I have.
Nice.
I have that issue somewhere because it was like, if you're an X-Men fan of the 90s, you had to have that comic because it was a great fucking read. And then there's also that great part where like Wolverine's not at the wedding, but like Sabretooth is watching it from like a mountain or whatnot, and Wolverine writes in like the snow or whatever, he writes in the ground, don't think about it, bub. I'm paraphrasing, I don't know exactly what he wrote, but he was like, don't even think about it, something along those lines.
Mark Spector, aka Moon Knight, is canceled by Marvel with issue 60.
And then brought back with a fucking vengeance.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Look, that series is going to be incredible.
I know nothing about it, but I'm interested.
Early webcomic Netboy is first uploaded to the World Wide Web.
Netboy? Never heard of it.
That sounds like some early internet shit.
Netboy?
Like, watch me as I go to your favorite website.
Probably.
And I'm going to bring porn with me when I come back next time.
In July, something called the Clone Saga begins.
That was in...
Was that the Spider-Man thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of Riley.
Oh, God, can we not? Because I'm still mad. Like that is a huge blemish on the Spider-Man, his whole legacy. Mainly because of Spider-Side, who is a goddamn joke in and of itself.
Like, I'd still like Ben Reilly, but
Yeah.
No, but you gotta read the Clone Saga. It's trash.
Oh, I did read it. I got a boy who had the whole thing.
Oh, well, then you understand the trash of it.
Then when they brought it back, like a few years ago, I enjoyed that. That was
just a reason to kind of get Gwen Stacy back into the thing. Then, she's a clone too, brought back by the Jackal and blah. It was terrible.
November 3rd, Marvel Comics purchases Malibu Comics.
I was about to say
remember
Malibu.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember because they like made a big deal about that too. Like Prime was like their main character or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like, and then the Juggernaut went to their version of the Exiles at one point.
X-Men number 41 is the prologue of the Age of Apocalypse with Legion murdering Professor X.
Okay, Age of Apocalypse to this day is still my favorite X-Men storyline. I will revisit it whenever I can, just because. But like the build up to it is just, it takes its fucking time. Oh my god! But once you get to the Age of Apocalypse, c'est bon.
G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, published by Marvel, is canceled with issue 155.
They had They had that many?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, keep in mind this was the '90s where shit was consistent. Like you didn't have to wait for. Also, it's G.I. Joe.
The legend Jack Kirby dies.
Oh.
Jack Hanna, known for Donald Duck, dies at 81.
Jack Hanna, not the animal dude?
No, the comic artist.
Okay.
In the world of manga, the debuts of Tenchi Muyo.
Came out in 94?
Yep.
So I thought, for some reason, because obviously that's my namesake, I thought that Tenchi was older than that.
Nope.
Like, because I was introduced to it as a teen, and then later on read the manga, no need for Tenchi, because that's what Muyo meant, but I didn't think it was 94. I thought it was older than that for some reason.
Mobile Fighter G Gundam. Vision of Escaflowne.
Respect to Escaflowne.
Kanan. And something called Evangelion. Ever heard of it?
Oh, man. Look.
That finale still fucking haunts my dreams.
Listen.
Like, I had just gotten into
that
manga.
Does not, and I will say this again, that does not belong on Netflix. Or at the very least, they shouldn't have messed with the dub. Don't mess with a good thing.
Yeah.
But that ending fucking still
However,
haunts
the
me.
entire dub of Cowboy Bebop is really good.
Word,
and it's on Pornhub.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? I had something crazy in my ear.
Oh, that doesn't
One more
surprise me.
time.
That doesn't surprise me.
The entire run of Cowboy Bebop is on Pornhub, dubbed.
Pornhub, just when I think I can't love you anymore.
Let's
You
see.
go and do something crazy like this and totally redeem yourself.
In the world of toys, Connect's basic building set.
Oh, the Connects?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was with magnets or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play-Doh cooking love and oven.
Wait, what?
Hey
Wait.
kids, eat this
Wait,
non-toxic
wait,
fake
hold
food.
it. Why did Play-Doh come out with an oven?
Because why not?
Yeah.
It's the 90s. Nothing in the 90s made any sense at all.
Yeah. Mighty Morphin Power Ranger costumes.
Of course.
Radio-controlled Thomas the Tank Engine.
I remember
Because
those.
why
Why
not?
not?
Smoking semi-rig. Turn handle for revving the motor noise. Also included air horn, voice and engine idles. Exhaust track. Emits non-toxic smoke.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
For kids.
Trailer detaches
Early
from cab
vapors.
and has working cargo door. Top of cab lifts open for figure play.
For Sir Topham Hat?
For what play?
Figure play.
You said figure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
$40.
Oh, finger play. I mean, hey, if that's what you're into.
$40 for it though.
In 94, that is a lot.
That
That
was a lot
is
of money.
probably a lot
That was a
in
lot of money.
1994 money.
Yeah. The Smart Elite. 16 activities teach spelling, vocab, letters, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and more.
Learning toys for nerds.
Also includes 3 fun games and music.
For nerds.
350 word vocabulary. A
Nerds.
split LCD screen is capable of showing a picture, a world of motion.
I'm slowly turning into ogre the more you talk about this.
And had a 2-player difficulty level.
Nerd.
$50.
That actually sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, it does.
And now we're heading into music.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
here
go.
we go.
Let's go.
Green Day releases their breakout album Dookie.
That's
Which
what
was
their
in-
first album was called.
Yep.
Yeah, how did you not?
They went from shit to shit.
Man.
Bazinger.
Oh.
Selena becomes the first Tejano music.
Tejano.
Gotcha. To win a Grammy.
You know they're streaming her last concert somewhere.
There's a docu-series about her life coming out too on
Yeah,
Netflix.
coming to Netflix. Yeah.
What's her name? Christian Serratos from The Walking Dead is playing Selena in it.
The U.S. Supreme Court decision Campbell versus Acuff, Rose Music Incorporated, rules that parody can qualify as fair use. The case was spurred by Two Live Crew releasing the parody of Roy Orbison's "Oh Pretty Woman" without a license from the publishing company.
Oof.
Oh, parody. It saved the Weird Al's ass too, probably.
Yep. Tupac begins serving a 15-day sentence in county jail for attacking director Alan Hughes. on a
After the whole Menace to Society thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Weezer is introduced to the world with their self-debut album.
Is that the album where they had the Happy Days
Yep,
video?
Buddy Holly.
But thank you. For the life of me, I couldn't remember that.
Yep. And Say It Ain't So.
That was a good song.
A story.
Wait, hang on. That was 94?
Yeah.
Why did I feel like it was later than that for
Nope.
some reason?
This is 94.
It feels like I remember. Was that video just playing like forever?
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like I didn't see
It was
for the
MTV
first
when
time.
they actually showed
Music
music.
videos,
But
and
still-
they were all abstract.
No, but
It
still,
made
I
no
feel
sense.
like I didn't see that video for the first time till like 97.
Possibly.
Holy shit. All right.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez burns down Andre Rison's house.
Oh man.
Remember that?
Yeah.
She even references in that Ladies Night song off the fucking, what's it called, soundtrack? That song where that posse cut?
Yeah, that posse
So I'm the one to blame as the flame goes rising to the top. Well done.
Oh
Yep.
man.
I remember that story. Because I used to be a huge football fan. And let's see,
Well, you got your football in my TLC. You got your TLC in my football. Kaboom!
Woodstock 94 is held in Secaucus, New York.
How did that go, by the way? I don't think
Not
that went
very
that very
well.
well. Nah.
What's even crazier is they had a 50th one
Yeah.
this year.
That was the Sea of Mud. Yeah,
Sea of Mud.
yeah.
That sounds like a
Mud
60s,
people.
70s band. Yeah.
No,
Sea of Mud almost sounds racist.
I wasn't gonna go there, bro, but okay.
Well, I will. Like,
because it had let's see, Nine Inch Nails, Metallica, Aerosmith, Bob
Salt
Dylan.
and Pepper was there too. I remember seeing
Yep.
like ads for that.
Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now let's get into the songs of '94.
All right, let's go.
This should be interesting.
Let's go.
The Signed by Ace of Base,
All right.
The song that sticks in anybody's head the first time they
because
hear
all their
it.
songs are the same.
You are so incorrect, sir.
You guys
all
are
their
the same
songs,
person, I swear.
It's the same. They're like ABBA, but terrible.
Oh. Let's see, I Swear by All for One.
Yeah.
The song that still played at proms.
Proms.
I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men.
Another song. Played at proms. Played at every.
You know it shouldn't be though.
It really shouldn't, but
It feels like it's played at proms, but it's also a lot of married couples' first dances.
Yeah.
Even though that is even inappropriate.
Hero by Mariah Carey.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Stay by Lisa Loeb. One of my favorite songs.
That, you know what? Not for nothing. I really liked that song when it came out.
Breathe Again by Toni Braxton.
Oh, man.
Where the hell's she been?
Reality TV.
Reality TV.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All That She Wants and Don't Turn Around by Ace of Base.
Those songs could be easily interchangeable.
Bump and Grind by R. Kelly.
Uh-oh.
That was a good song.
I heard Ignition the other day. I was rocking to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier Kelly was amazing. What a Man by Salt and Pepper and In Vogue.
You know what? Wow. I forgot that In Vogue was,
Yeah.
They did the hook. How do you forget?
No,
that is like one.
Because I just know Salt and Pepper.
But
knew
no,
In Vogue
Salt and Pepper. That's one of their like biggest hits ever. Like,
you forget In Vogue part of it.
No,
Like, no,
that's
no,
the
it was-
hook. That hook is so damn
Yeah.
catchy. You can't even forget the hook.
I'll remember.
Tretch was in the video for that too. Because
Yep.
him and Pepper were a thing.
They were a thing, right? Oh, okay.
Because Tretch was jacked.
I don't blame her.
I'll Remember by Madonna.
It's funny. I forgot that song.
I don't
even know how
remember that song all
goes.
that
I
well.
don't
Me
yeah.
either. Wild Night by John Mellencamp.
I grew up black. That's
Yeah.
the one.
Can You
I
Feel the
grew up
Love
black
Tonight by
enough.
Elton John.
Oh, from The Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs, Fantastic Voyage by Coolio.
That was a good damn song.
Slide.
You know what
slide,
song
slippity
I was
slide.
thinking about the other day? Do you remember that song he had on? I want to say it was that same album where it was something like ghetto cartoons in a land called Fuck.
Yes.
You remember? Okay. I remember hearing that song and wanting to draw all those characters like that for the longest damn time. And I never got around to it because I was a kid.
All right,
who was,
this next song, I know Back and Forth. Regulate by Warren G.
who doesn't
Who doesn't know that song? Seriously.
You know what's funny? When I first heard that song, because the vibe of it, I swear I thought it was like an older song. I didn't know it was new. Like, just everything about it felt very old school to me. And I was like, what? And then I come to find out, no, this is a brand new song. I was like, what? My parents didn't grow up listening to this song.
I'll go back and watch that Muppets mashup that someone did with Regulating Bert and Ernie.
Oh,
All
God.
right, you're going to have to send me the link for
right.
that later.
I will.
Back
that
and-
and Wu-Tang.
Back and Forth by Aaliyah.
May she rest in peace.
Now and Forever by Richard Marx.
Good song.
When Can I See You by Babyface.
I was a Babyface fan and I was way too young. What the heck?
Well, because you was all, your parents probably were playing that around, they blasted it when they were having their alone time.
They ain't even, man. Like, my dad had that in his collection. Everybody.
Come on. That's the song they played when they wanted to be left alone. You and your sister in your bed sleeping.
Please Forgive Me by Bryan Adams.
Not familiar with that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Shoop by Salt and Pepper.
Now, who doesn't know that one?
Yep.
That's, yeah.
Shine by Collective Soul.
I remember that song. I can't remember how it goes, but I definitely remember that
Yeah.
song. Maybe because I like the name of the group, Collective Soul. That, for some reason, I like the name of
That
that. I
spoke
like that
to you,
name.
yeah.
All I Want to Do by Sheryl Crow.
That song. You know what? I liked Sheryl Crow as a kid, but I kind of had to hide my Sheryl Crow fandom.
The song that just goes.
Oh, Crash Test Dummies.
Yep.
Once there was a girl.
Can We Talk by Tevin Campbell.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard
Right.
in ages.
He was like in the 90s and then gone.
Yo, you know what's funny? The first time I heard a Tevin Campbell song, I thought he was a girl.
Really?
That was a song off with that Prince movie that he was
Purple Rain?
No, not Purple Rain. Under the Cherry Moon.
Yes,
whatever.
Under the Cherry Moon. Yep.
He was, or whatever that one. It was some Prince movie he did, and he was in it. And I heard the song, and I swear I thought that they were saying, I don't even remember hearing her name. I just remember hearing that song and thinking that Tevin Campbell was a girl.
Yep. Functified by Debrat.
That was her debut.
Yeah, it was. I still love Debrat.
Listen,
Yeah.
that was one of the many CDs I got from Columbia House for nothing. So thank you, Columbia House. You are.
I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that by Meatloaf.
I still don't know what that is.
No one does. But you know who directed that?
Michael Bay.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what? That makes so much fucking sense.
Because if you watch it, it's a Michael Bay
Oh
movie.
no, I remember that video. It is Bay as fuck.
Gangsta Lean by
All that's
DRS.
missing was explosions.
Wait, Gangsta Lean by Gangsta. Okay, Gangsta Lean by.
I don't know this song.
See you when I get there. It was like a real like if your
Soul
homie died.
Yeah.
This I know. Cantaloupe Flip Fantasia by US3.
I love that song to this day.
That's a good song. Whoop, There It Is by Tag Team.
Cut here and the back of the y'all, which is the Black Lagoon opening, which I'm using this week. I hope you're enjoying this episode of 1994. Still sorry about the audio hiccup we had from our last show. We are trying to get better. I'm sure this episode sounds a lot better, except for this, because I don't really care right now. I'm just doing the ad break. If you'd like to help our show look and sound better, try any of our links, like jlist.com. We're using our code to get you 5% off your order from stuff in Japan. Humble Bundle, so you can get tons of great video games sent to you. Include Tea House, almost all natural, herbal, and exotic teas. Buy Things from Another World, home of DC, Marvel, and Image Comics, pop figures, and action figures. And by the Kawaii Box, where you can get a box sent to your house each month from Japan filled with cool stuff like plushies, keychains, phone charms, and more. Or if you just want to help out our show, go to our Patreon at patreon.com/SuperFancomShow. All for donating $1. You get full uncut episodes like this one, where you could hear at least 20 plus minutes of footage that was cut out. Also, we have a coffee page on PayPal if you just want to donate to help us get better. And that's all. Now back to 1994.
Okay, before we move on, can we talk about the fact that they remade that song for Addams Family Values?
I love that version.
Listen.
Whoop, there it went.
No, listen. Okay, I've been a lifelong Addams Family fan.
Yes.
You know, it's people, they're either in the Munsters camp or they're in the Addams Family camp.
Yeah.
I've been in the Addams Family camp. And when Addams Family Values came out, and you know, they did the same thing they did with, not so much the same because they didn't have, I remember them having the cast in the video, but they did the same thing they did when the first one came out, when MC Hammer did his thing. But then all they did was like the same beat, maybe some new, there was the lyrics about the movie, but the whole thing was basically the same, except instead of whoop, there it is, it was like, whoop, Addams Family, there it is. And I was like, why would you do this? Why do you hate yourself?
For the dollar.
Because that's what the kids are into, right?
No.
The hippity hop. Yeah.
Still, it was. I to this day, like, I can't watch the credits for that movie. Like, and I still love it. Like, Joan Cusack and Addams Family Values is the shit.
Let's see. Come to My Window by Melissa Etheridge.
Why do I remember that song?
Come to my window. I don't know how I know this part.
100% Pure Love by Crystal Waters.
That is a dope track.
Because of Love by Janet Jackson.
Always loved Janet.
Yep.
Always loved Janet.
Linger by the Cranberries.
The
That
lead
was a-
singer that passed earlier this
Yeah.
year, or was it late
Really?
last year?
I think it was maybe last year.
Yeah, the lead singer of the Cranberries passed
Yeah.
away. And I like the Cranberries.
Yep. Loser by Beck.
Wait, that was 94 too?
Yeah. You feeling old, don't you?
No, I just feel like these songs, like that song came
These
out
songs,
later too.
you thought those songs were older.
No, not older, just
Yeah.
younger. Like
Younger.
literally younger. Holy shit.
Found Out About You by Gin Blossoms. Oh. Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg.
Oh, we know that.
Because that's the year Doggy Style came out.
Yep.
Yeah, 94.
Streets of Philadelphia by Bruce Springsteen.
Because that was from the movie, right?
Yeah. Crazy by Aerosmith. The only thing I know what's going through your head.
No, it's just I like
The music video.
Not just that. It's just it's nice to see the transition of Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
He's gone from that to a nice homely old grandma.
Yup. Always by Erasure. You would know this song if you've ever played Magical Unicorn Attack.
Always I wanna be
Yup.
with you.
Yup.
Yes, because you know what's funny?
Okay.
I've seen the video for this, and I always said if I had enough money, I would do a shot-for-shot remake of it. Wait, that was 94. I swear to God, that video for that feels 80s as fuck. Like everything about it's not even just the video, the song feels 80s as fuck.
All right, brothers, I need to get out of here. We got a guest coming in the studio in a minute.
All right, so me and other Rick
Yep.
Yeah,
will
you guys
take the
it from
reins.
here.
But I swear, Erasure, that was 94?
Yep. Mr.
But okay, I'm gonna talk about this for just another
Yeah, go
minute.
ahead.
Because hang on,
We're about to take an
sorry.
ad break anyway.
Okay, before we go to the ad break, you good?
I think so. I think I'm about to fall over.
Yeah, you good. I got you if you fall. All right, no, the thing is, I remember because I downloaded that game. That game, as simple as it was addictive as fuck to the point where that song became an earworm.
I'll be right out.
And I listened to it on repeat, and then I saw the video. I swear that song came out. It feels and looks and everything else screams 80s as hell. Like it might as well be the sequel to the "You Spin Me Right Round" video.
Yeah, that's out.
Man alive! I'm genuinely disappointed that song didn't come out in '86.
Mr. Vane by Culture Beat.
That song.
That song is amazing.
That
The
song.
remix is really good too.
I've never heard the remix of it, but that song stuck with me for a while.
Mary Jane's Last Dance by Tom Petty.
That's the when we had the video with Kim Basinger, right?
Yeah, where she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing it being like, wow, they have celebrities in music videos now? Because my only recollection of, even in 94, no. The only things I knew Kim Basinger for were Batman and, at that point, Cool World. And was like, oh, that's a big get.
Okay, underrated or not underrated? Flavor in Year by Craig Mack.
Not underrated.
Not underrated.
Also, rest in peace, because that dude, he should, you know what, he should have been a lot bigger than he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still own the cassette of Return of the Mac.
That's not, oh, yeah, that was the name of his album, that's right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, wait a minute, that wasn't good. I was thinking, Return of the...
Here Comes the Hot Stepper by Ini Kamoze.
Neutral.
Really? Overplayed? Just a bit.
You know what? Yeah. I feel like when our local pop affiliate, Kiss 95.7, when I used to listen to that, I feel like it was like every sixth song.
Yeah. Always by Bon Jovi.
You know, I've always been ambivalent about Bon Jovi. I've never been like, you know...
Good or bad, it's just
Yeah.
there. Brandy's I Want to Be Down.
Alright, see, I've always been a Brandy fan,
Same.
so... Not overrated at all.
No, I love Brandy. And the meme-worthy What Is Love by Hathaway.
That song is still very dope to me. I don't know why. I still very much like that song. Even though, even when it got, you know, kind of played out because of Night at the Rock. Oh, before Night at the Roxbury, when they were doing that sketch that didn't have a real name, and then Night at the Rock. I still do the head thing when I hear it sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But that song is still very dope. What Is Love is a great fucking song.
Okay. But yeah, Brandy's I Want to Be Down is really good.
Look, that her whole out, her first 2 or 3 albums are still very much on my iTunes. I still love those fucking albums.
I mean, I still have the CD single of The Boy Is Mine.
That was an interesting musical crossover.
Yeah.
Because it was like they wanted those two to have a beef, but they didn't.
No.
Like there was no. They still are. Well, one's a little more prevalent than the other, but still, like at the time, like both of them were doing excellent musically.
Yeah.
Like that was. The Boy Is Mine is still a dope song.
Yep.
The video was. What was that? Mekhi Phifer was in the video. Was he the boy in the video?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up during the ad break so then we can.
Yes, but let's take a little break now. Talk about our affiliates, and we'll be right back.
It's still gonna be recorded
Yeah, I know.
because I need to look this up. I want to say it was Mekhi Phifer in the Boy Is Mine video.
He has to put detail on everything, right?
I know that, but I figured instead of
Wait, that
sitting
was
there
okay. Never mind.
and trying to figure out like 5 different freaking stories, I took 3 in 1.
Christmas lights.
Fucking ads
All right.
for some movie I'll catch on like Netflix in 3 years.
So
All
I
right,
get my
so
shoes off, or
Oh, Black Christmas. That seems fair.
Rest your feet.
I'll throw them in the corner right here.
This video too was very
Don't worry, I
late
washed them today.
90s, early 2000s. Just
Yeah,
with that
yeah.
fucking filter.
Introductions.
You can always tell what year a video came out, too.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
And that is my husband, Keith.
How are you?
This is my sister in spirit. Well, one of my many sisters in spirit. This is she. That's eight mine.
Oh, okay.
It is Mekhi Phifer. I was fucking right. I knew it was fucking Mekhi Phifer. He was like the go-to black dude. Huh?
And over here,
Hello.
and over here, we got Retro Rick. Over here, we're doing a podcast, and we got my cousin Patrick.
I think I met Patrick once or twice.
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
Like quick outside, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
But-
he was like, I'm freezing, let's go inside.
But yeah, Mekhi Phifer feels like he was the late 90s, early 2000s go-to
Oh, my
cute
comfy
black dude.
chair. I
Before Tyrese.
Sit down.
Oh, I get the comfy.
I feel like they would have had a beef at one point because I remember Tyrese's Coke commercial.
I do too.
We have a story.
There was definitely a time where those two were.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
But there was no better
Not a good
soda commercial than Penny. What's it with his doll?
Anthony
Or
Hardaway?
Anthony Hardaway.
I beg to differ because the best soda commercials ever were those Voltron ones. Do you remember those?
No, I don't.
Holy fucking shit. Kyle, get over here. He doesn't remember the Sprite Voltron commercials.
He doesn't remember the Sprite Voltron?
I don't remember the Sprite Volcon.
Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, these things came out like once a month for 5 months and they were fucking incredible. I looked so... Kyle, come on up. Show this man
All right,
these
we'll
commercials.
do it. We'll do it when we finish the show.
Yeah, when you're done.
Okay, alright.
Yes.
Yeah, please make sure we remember.
I need
Yes.
a table.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait, why am I not turning? What's behind me? What is stuck on? Or am I not stuck? I'm just too
Oh, yeah.
chunky for it.
Oh, no, you're not stuck. So, man, I wish I had a tray or something.
Now it's fine. I need it for this, not that.
Dude,
Ah.
I'm genuinely upset you don't remember. It was like maybe 97, 98.
I might. It's just.
It was the Voltron with the rappers commercial, but like
That's fine.
the rappers were piloting the Voltron the Voltron robots.
I might if I saw it.
Okay, we gotta show you that.
Yeah, once we're done with this,
Yeah.
because you're gonna send him the whole file. You're gonna edit, or who's gonna edit? I don't.
Oh no, I'm sending him the whole.
Okay.
whole file.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hear the whole Mekhi Phifer was the cute black guy go-to in the 90s, late 90s,
Yep.
early 2000s.
Yeah. Which formats do you use the most? Do you use Google Drive?
Bring home the bread.
I could, or you could just send me it on Send Space.
On what space?
Send Space.
Send space. That's a
Yeah.
good one. To me, anyway.
This is good. And
I don't use any anymore.
Yeah, usually I use Google Drive or Dropbox.
Okay.
I still
Yeah.
AOL.
After we come back, we're doing TV and movies.
I know
And
you would get a kick out of that one.
That was a good one.
I really do, actually.
Yeah.
I feel for you, man.
Yeah.
All my school stuff comes in through there.
I have no idea.
I have a school email, and I have it forwarded to the one that's on my phone, which is my AOL.
Hey, whatever
And all the
works.
shit stuff goes to my Gmail.
For some reason, I just started getting Gmail alerts again. Because I had to go through and reset my fucking Spotify password because somebody tried to hack into my account and make my location Brazil. Like every time I logged into Spotify, I was like, your Spotify abroad is only good for 2 weeks. I'm like, I've been in the same state for like years. I haven't gone out of the country ever. I went in there, I was like, oh, somebody really tried. Okay, Brazilians. I see you, sons of bitches.
Good. Yeah, so when we get back, we'll do movies and TV. Because that's a lot.
Yeah, there was a gang of shit. I Googled, like, when you told me what we were going to talk, like, before you even sent me the list last night, when you said we were going to do a retrospective of 94, I was like, oh, pop culture events in 94. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, yeah. And then we'll take another break, and then we'll finish off with the video games.
Question.
Yo.
In the picture you sent me, that was supposed to be Wolverine's hand holding the
Yes.
picture like the meme. Okay.
Yeah, my buddy Justice Zag does that stuff.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure at first. I was like, wait a minute. But, like, it was kind of evident when you had the 3 claw things
Yeah.
and the claw holes, whatever. Dude, I went down a mega X-Men hole the other day when I found out that show was on Disney+. Oh, my God. Like, I binged the first 2 seasons,
Is
like,
it,
in a
is it
day.
Uncanny or just Evo?
I'm horrible.
Huh?
I'm horrible. I binged Boy Meets World, so.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I love that show. There's nothing wrong with that. It's
last
a
night,
regular
and I
one.
was like,
X-Men 92.
I'm going like this. Okay, I gotta turn it off.
Oh no, I'll fall asleep to it and then wake up and be like, where did I leave off? Okay, go back to that. But yeah, no, like when I found, because I didn't know it was gonna be up there, but I kind of hoped. And then I saw that X-Men 92 was up there, and I'm like,
And Graduation Day still makes me cry.
that whole series was fuck. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fan servicey as hell, but it's still so
But it
good.
was really good for back
So
then.
fucking good. Especially because, like, I had just gotten into X-Men, like, maybe a year or so before. Like, that's something that's happened to me, like, on multiple occasions. Like, I'll get into something, then, like, a year later, a TV show or something will come out about it.
Do you
It
guys
happened.
know what they're talking about
X-Men.
over there?
Oh, I really wasn't listening.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything.
Wait, you don't know X-Men?
Oh, I know
No, I
X-Men.
know
Oh,
X-Men.
no, I'm talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what X-Men are. I love
There was a cartoon in '92 that was a big deal because X-Men had just become like Marvel's fucking moneymaker. Like there was like, I think at one point there was like maybe 10, 11 X books going. There was a lot of, like I said, huh?
I was like 4 years old.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Well, if you said you were 4 in '92, I mean, you're not really hiding.
31, I'll be 32.
Okay, that tracks. But yeah, that year, X-Men had really blown up. That cartoon came out. Everybody was X-Men crazy. Comics and cartoon, even though that was the only cartoon, save for a special from the 80s that you could only get from Pizza Hut with a special purchase.
I remember He-Man, so.
He-Man was the shit.
Huh?
Who doesn't remember He-Man?
Listen, my brother
Baby's
was like
born
a
today.
He-Man crazy person.
They,
He
they
still
only have
has all
She-Ra,
his
which is
He-Man and the
which is
little
really
like
good.
castle thingy.
Castle Grayskull, really?
Yeah,
Listen,
he's got it.
It's like that Family Guy joke. It's like He-Man was very. Like this, not even that.
Are they still in DC?
Cartoons in the 80s were basically half-hour
He-
toy commercials.
That's all they
He
were.
keeps them in a tote.
And
and
He-Man was
takes them out,
very
like, once a year.
homoerotic,
Does
for
he
lack of
know-
a better term.
Does he know about the upcoming reboot of He-Man?
I hope not.
It's
Wow.
It's gonna be produced and directed by Kevin Smith, and
I really hope not.
And it's gonna start from where the old series left off.
Because he's gonna somehow find some He-Man underwear, wear them, and watch the reboot.
Wait, is he gonna eat some Mr. T cereal with that?
Probably.
What?
Some old, stale, 30-something-year-old cereal.
My
I pity the
38.
fool. I pity the fool that still eats this. It smells like old oats and death. How did Pee Wee Herman do this?
Well, he's not 38 yet. He'll be 38.
Does he still pity fools? The 80s were a really weird time if you look back on them.
Yeah, there were.
Like, everything was either an ad or an ad.
Yeah.
Basically. A what?
Everything was an ad. Yep.
And then, like, the late 80s, early 90s, for some reason, everything got a video game.
Yep, including mascots.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not talk about that dumb shit. The fact that the fucking 7-Up Spot had a video
I
game.
like that game.
The Noid.
No, I'm sure. Ugh.
Yeah.
Still, like.
Pepsi
Man.
Pepsi Man.
That game.
Did that even make it over here?
No.
We just know about it. That's it.
No, it never did. It only was in Japan.
Yeah.
But still, like. The fuck? Like, and you know what's funny? They gave us that dumb shit and we fucking ate it up.
Yep.
We ate all that stupid shit up.
You're just like,
Like, you can just slap a title of something popular onto, like, a cereal or a fruit snack, and people would buy. Like, I remember when I saw the Tiny Toon cereal, I'm like, oh my god, Tiny Toon cereal, eating it. Oh my god, this tastes like shit. This is terrible. This is just Captain Crunch without the fun of your mouth getting scraped.
Captain Crunch is nasty. I haven't had it in years, but
That's why Oops All Berries exists.
good point.
Nobody willingly eats Captain Crunch without the Crunch Berries.
I haven't used it at all.
You're looking at me funny. Huh?
I don't eat it at all.
Because you're probably an
Never
Oops
did.
All Berry girl.
I never actually ate Captain Crunch.
Because Captain Crunch in and of itself is a terrible cereal.
I ate Frosted Flakes.
Because you're great. Captain Crunch.
I didn't even like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh.
Cinnamon Toast. Okay, I have a...
Wait. Kyle knows I hate cinnamon.
I know you hate cinnamon.
Oh, well, there you go. You got your reasoning for...
And when I was pregnant with my daughter, I worked for a company that cleaned houses, and we had a cinnamon spray that you had to spray at every house.
I feel for you. Also, why do they advertise cannibalism in those commercials?
I made this.
Oh, I remember that when fucking Wendell went crazy.
And took over, and then that's the story of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh my
3 bakers,
God.
Wendell, and then just the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Like, for the life of me, you could, like, I don't think anybody else remembers any of the other 2 bakers' name.
No.
Like, you have to Google it. But I just remember Wendell going
yeah.
fucking crazy for Cinnamon Toast Crunch at one point, and then they phased the other 2 bakers out.
Yeah,
It was
like-
like, this one guy went psycho, so let's kill his friends.
Yep.
The 90s were a weird time.
Yeah?
No. Not at all.
Nah, we were all completely normal. Nobody was wearing these multicolored shirts and the...
Look, they advertised colored ketchup
Listen,
to kids.
don't mess with my tie-dye.
They advertised different colored ketchups to kids, and we were like, yes.
Oh, no.
And the popcorn.
I refused. I was a conspiracy theorist.
Pop quiz popcorn.
Was?
Okay, I still am. I was a conspiracy theorist. The dyes that were in the ketchup were going to kill you. They were going to give you cancer and kill you. Alright, so no.
Well, what won't? You gotta be, I mean, but still, I just remember, like, they would just throw things at kids. We fucking willingly bought Gak.
Yes. Yep.
It was Nickelodeon's slime, but just in, like, some weird little splat-looking
afraid of it.
container.
You were afraid of it.
I was afraid of it.
And we willingly bought that shit. It was like, hey, it's fun because it's slimy. Okay, that's been a minute. I'm bored with it now.
Yeah.
Listen, I was Slinky for like 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Well, Slinkies can be fun to an extent.
Well, yeah,
But Gak only is only fun for like a minute. Then it's like, what do I do now? I've ruined his shirt. So, thank you, Nickelodeon. I didn't even say those 3 words I'm not supposed to say to get this Gak.
And in the past few years, kids got into making their own slime.
And you know what? Yeah, it's fun to make, but kids, after they make it, they're like, now what?
YouTube.
Now, I made this slime.
In a jar.
Now it just
My
sits in a
nieces
jar.
do that. And they made slime. They said, Shannon, here, play with it. I'm like, I ain't touching it.
Because
I'm
it's
not
slimy.
touching that shit. I was like, that
But
shit's
it's
gonna
just
burn my
like-
hands and kill me.
All right, we've had fun making it.
Hey,
We're not
at
going
least
to play with
Nickelodeon slime was edible. Not
I
the
don't-
gag, but
I'll
the
take your
slime
word
they used
for
on
it.
the shows.
Oh yeah.
That was
Oh, well, yeah, because they were dumping it on people's heads.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't just get a little bit. You got fucking drenched in this shit.
It was
I
made,
never
like,
actually
from
wanted to go
oatmeal
on
and
any of that show.
Well, they only had the one show. Like, the slime was mostly at the Kids Awards. But if it was like, you can't do that on television, that was the one.
Yep.
Like, all you had to say was, I don't know, you got slimed. It wasn't, I guess because it was in the early years, the onset of Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
that's why it's so affiliated with slime.
Yep.
But, like, that was the only show where slime was, like, a major component.
And then later on with Figure It Out.
Eh.
Sorry.
But, like, because of that show and the Kids' Choice Awards, that's why slime is such a big deal for Nickelodeon.
And pies.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
Like getting
Don't
tied
care
to the
about
face.
any of that.
Pies in the face, I don't...
I know it wasn't just a Nickelodeon thing, but every time I would go to a Nick Live show where they played here, they always had pies.
Well, because that's the
Listen,
type
as
of
long as I can
slapstick
still
that
watch
kids
Are You
like.
Afraid of the Dark, I'm happy.
Oh, you can still watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
They brought that back.
They did.
It's
They
Absolutely
did.
Shorts.
Limited special. Yeah.
Oh, Absolutely Shorts.
Own that
I
too.
fucking love that show.
Own that on bootleg.
I'm mad that the 3rd season of Pete and Pete never hit DVD.
Yeah.
But it was for like music rights reasons.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
So do what Daria did. Just replace the music.
It won't be the same.
Of course it won't be the same, but you gotta do something to get it out. Otherwise you're gonna have to pay
Listen,
all those licensing.
Listen, it's been like a decade plus since the first 2 seasons came out.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna even waste their time now to put that 3rd season out. You're gonna have to go to the deep web, that dark web, to find season 3.
Nah, you gotta wait till Shout Factory gets the license.
Or that.
Because they had almost every other Nickelodeon show on their catalog.
Yeah, but if they did get the license, it would have happened by now. Because, like I said, the first 2 seasons of Pete and Pete came out on DVD mid-2000s.
Yep. Early on.
I'm still waiting for somebody to grab the license to Alex Mack.
It's already on DVD.
They put Alan Strange on Verve. Why don't you put Alex Mack up there?
Give it a week. Damn, Alex Mack. I haven't thought about that show in a while. That was a weird fucking show in and of itself.
Yeah, that was a weird show.
Like, she could turn into liquid metal.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she glowed. Why did she glow when she was, like, embarrassed or
Embarrassed or
something?
nervous or, yeah.
And what was her third power? Electricity, right?
She could
Yeah.
she could shoot electricity through her fingers and also like energize anything with it.
And she had a cool black friend because that was the thing.
That was the thing.
Well, same with Power Rangers.
Well,
I mean, you only had, you know.
well, they
Power
tried
Rangers
it.
was a little
They-
more
they
diverse.
They hit a few more ticks in the minority box there.
I mean, there was, but it was still very racist that the Black Ranger was black and the
and they
Asian
swear
Ranger
they
was
didn't
yellow.
realize it until
Yeah.
afterwards.
Bullshit!
But,
When you're casting, come on, dude. Like, you don't make them the thing that they are. That's a bag of bullshit.
But as the years have gone by, they've gotten better at that.
Well, yeah, obviously, because they learned from their earliest mistake. Like, hey, let's make the black dude black and the Asian lady yellow, right? No one will notice. Wink.
But you know what? Like years later, watching Super Sentai, in one season.
Well, because they
there
were
was-
all Asian.
No, look. You want to see what I'm about to say? So, in one season of Super Sentai, that became the Alien Rangers, right? they had one Japanese American kid straight from Texas. So because he was from Texas,
Red, white, and blue.
no,
Racist.
no,
Smell like Tex-Mex.
no,
A fourth thing about Texas.
He just really liked westerns and guns and
Killing mentally handicapped people.
Oh my God! In his introduction episode, they had him dressed up in
Said, yeehaw, Doritos, Pepsi. Let's do
it was 1995, so why the heck not? But in the
Come on, gang, let's play some
So he had
Super Nintendo, Mario, Texas Pepsi.
He had his guns, and he had the cowboy suit with the frills on the side. I'm like,
nice.
Okay, so you stereotype the heck out of Americans, but you know what? I'll give you that because what have we done for years? I'll give you that.
He didn't stereotype Americans. He stereotyped Texas.
Yeah.
Because no one from New York's walking around with frilly gloves and being like, howdy, partner.
I did see a dude from Jersey dressed up in a cowboy hat.
That doesn't mean everybody from Jersey does that.
No, I know he. No.
That's the one. You saw the one person from Jersey. You saw the one person that's like, howdy, y'all. Come on down to East Orange.
And I was like,
bring you.
But he was rocking it.
Come on down to Texas Steakhouse. We got food.
But he'll tell you he's from Jersey, but he's a country.
Yeah, but you saw the one dude. That's not all of Jersey. They were stereotyping all Texans. If his fucking thing.
Your cousin's fiance came with the
Oh,
hat,
Jay?
the bow tie. Yeah.
Oh my God, you should never. He is not country.
But unless this Power Ranger you're talking about came with like a iron that they do to, put the thing on cows.
Branding?
Thank you. Why did I forget that?
He
like,
didn't do that.
and
He
it was
just
like, howdy,
He
y'all.
just had his guns. He just had two. He had
McDonald's, America, Texas.
Jay?
Now let's go be racist to black people.
I was like, whoa.
No, we went from talking about something real to talking about something fictional.
I listen
Okay,
to all this
you guys
shit,
got to say,
racist
like,
shit.
God,
in my
it's good to
sociology
know
class.
He has got
I'm
this
here.
because I'm not a fan of him, really.
I was told I was racist.
Wait, so what?
Everyone's a little bit
Hold
racist.
on. This was during a job interview.
Yeah.
I was told I was
That's a
racist.
story we'll have to
Because the
tell
white
later.
bitch. Sorry,
It doesn't mean he's
the
a
white
transformer.
bitch.
You can say that. You got white friends, right?
Question. Huh?
You can say that. You got white friends. You can say
Yeah.
that, bitch.
Exactly.
Everyone gets
The
one.
white bitch that was interviewing me asked me
Okay.
I thought it was true that blacks and Hispanics have more of an attitude when they shop than white people.
Oh, that's
When
absolutely
they
true.
shop?
Wait.
That's absolutely
Yeah,
true.
hold on. Remember the interview I went to at Stop and Shop a few years back?
Wait, hang on,
I'm
wait.
telling them about it.
Time out. When they shop, they have more attitude?
Yep.
Yep.
They have
That
more
is a new
attitude.
stereotype for me.
Oh, and then I got asked.
It's like I
do
go
you
down
think-
to the cereal
Oh,
aisle
no,
like,
no, no.
God damn it. You guys are all out of fucking berry kicks. The fuck is wrong with you? Sons of bitches. I'll never come to this Walmart again.
Oh, Stop and Shop.
Even old people.
But no,
sons
and then
of
I got
bitches.
asked.
All I wanted was a
So
little...
this was my answer. No, I don't. I think everybody has an attitude when they shop because nobody wants to sit there, make a list, cut out the coupons, get the kids ready, get themselves ready, get in the car, drive to the store, go shopping with all these little monster children, and then spend all this money.
Speak the truth.
Sons of bitches.
Somebody
Oh, I'm
work-
racist though. That's why I
Because
didn't
she
get the
spoke
job.
the truth.
Oh, then the next question was, this is the better one. Do you think it's fair that blacks and Hispanics get food stamps and white people don't?
Time out because most welfare fraud is committed by white people.
Ooh. Do not let
What-
the angry black man in me come out. Do not.
No, that's bullshit
What
because
shop is
most welfare fraud
Chase
statistically
From-
is created by white people.
Wait, this is the best part.
Matter of fact, this
Hold on,
thing
wait,
we
wait.
did recently, all white women.
God, this is the
Wait,
best part.
in Jersey, they have in Lakewood, it's the
Like
Jewish community in Lakewood is like real big for like fraud for like Medicaid and all that crap. So they just got nailed. They just took them all down.
What the hell?
Yeah,
No, this is
it's
the best
nuts.
part. You know which one it is? The Chase Ave Stop and Shop.
He's like, I don't surprise me not one bit.
Do you know why I say it's sad? Because we have how many? How many blacks and Puerto Ricans up that way?
Yo, the fucking projects are right fucking there.
I'm sorry. The projects are right behind you.
Yeah! Oh!
On Perkins Avenue.
Welcome to America.
Boyden Street. The one that goes between Boyden Street and Perkins Ave. The one's right behind, and the one's up in Bucks Hill.
Yeah.
Stuff out.
Yeah.
And then you have all the ones that are right where Blockbuster
Okay,
used
Kyle,
to be.
come on.
What Stop Shop do you think they go to?
I'm kidding. You probably did. I
And then you
That's
have
the
all
projects
Hill
I was
Street.
talking about
Wait,
originally.
wait. Then you have all of Hill
You're
Street.
gonna have a, you're gonna
And Cook
have
Street.
Your hallway.
Cook Street leads directly into where, almost directly into where.
No one sticks the meat one
Hill
up
Street
there.
leads right to it.
Yo, I'm so glad I don't work for that fucking company anymore, yeah.
Hey, bro. By the way, if you're hungry,
Oh yeah, everything's done. Eat as much as.
Cool, once we done recording, I might
wait.
chow down.
Wait. I never pressed pause on.
No, you didn't. So all of this,
All this is in.
You could probably use that as like a Patreon episode or something.
Listen.
Exactly.
the fucking fact that that's why I'm so glad I don't work
Did
for
you
Stop
ever
and
work at
Shop.
the Chase Ave one?
I worked at the Reedville Drive one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you want to hear some bullshit? This is what happened. I was working at the Reedville Drive one. I was trained when I was going through training. I was third shift, but they still trained me. This is when Stop and Shops were still 24 hours. So they trained me to do the register in case the woman that would come in for a third shift couldn't do it, right? So one night I'm there, working the register, and some guy comes in. This is when they still had cigarettes in the aisles.
Yeah.
I'm working there. I see some guy come in.
It had to be like 8 years ago.
This was in 2005.
Okay.
Yeah.
2006, somewhere in there.
2000. I like to think I'm the reason they have it behind customer service now. I'm dead serious. I swear to God, I'm dead serious. I like to believe that's why
That's
it's
when
behind customer
cigarettes
service.
weren't $11 a pack.
Exactly. So the guy comes up. He doesn't go anywhere in the store. He comes where people get out of the aisle. Comes up, goes up through one of the aisles, like maybe 4 aisles from me. Grabs a gang of cigarettes. I'm watching him the whole time, like stealthily. Mm-hmm. I'm watching him the whole time. The guy grabs a gang of cigarettes and starts running. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm over there trying to play the hero. I'm running out the store. Keep in mind, it's November, so they have pieces of wood out. I fucking tripped. Bang! Hit my fucking elbow on the arm. Elbow on the ground. And I'm in immense fucking pain. I'm thinking that I broke my fucking arm.
Yeah.
So I'm over there. I tell my manager, he's like, my manager, I'm like, he saw what happened. I'm like, my arm is in so much pain. I have to drive myself to the fucking hospital in so much fucking pain. I'm like, they're like, what happened? I tell them, they're like, okay. So they bring me.
Only like 10-minute drive from there. Unless you were to Waterbury.
No, yeah, I went to St. Mary's. I wasn't there. But still, I was still in so much fucking pain. I was just like, and so I go there, they take an x-ray, they wrap my arm, give me a sling and all this shit. And then I go back to work, let them, I don't go back to work right away. I go back later in the morning when my manager is there. And I go by what the x-ray tech tells me. He's like, it looks like you have a fracture in your forearm because of what happens. And I'm like, okay, I go by, keep in mind, this is the late night x-ray tech. And I tell my manager this, the store manager, not the night shift manager. And he's like, did you catch him at least? I'm like, if I caught him, I wouldn't be in a fucking sling, jackass. And so I'm out on workman's comp for maybe about 2-3 months. About when I go back to work, I'm like, they keep me on light duty. I'm on register for whatever. One of my nights off, I go to the Chase Avenue store because I had a friend that worked at the Chase. He worked.
So the woman I'm talking about then, maybe.
I don't know. No, I just, like I said, this was 14 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, I just know. I don't. What's it called? I had a friend that worked with me at Reedville, and then he got transferred to Chase Ave for reasons.
What's up?
And so I'm over there. I go in there one night, and he's like, "Yo, what happened?" I was like, "Oh, he sees me in a sling. He's like, oh, I told him what happened." He's like, "Yo, they're saying you faked it." Because the guy that worked security at my store also was working security at the Chase Ave, like switching on and off. And he was telling me that the overall store manager was going around telling people that I faked my injury because because when the actual X-ray tech came in later in the day, come to find out it wasn't broken. It was just like super duper sprained. and all that shit. And I'm like, but I had no mobility in my arm. I was, like I said, I was in a sling for like 3 months. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck this place. I'm done. I was like, I should have fucking sued him for libel. Because my manager, like, I'm hearing it in another store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you guys, I'm going by what this guy tells me. You end up getting something from the actual, like the x-ray tech that works during the day, and you can't even fucking come to me and say something about it. You want to go around spreading fucking rumors? Fuck you and this place. That's why, like, I'll still shop in there, but overall, fuck Stop and Shop. That place can suck my dick. And it's funny, because everybody I know that's worked there has had a terrible experience.
I went in for an interview and got told I was racist. So.
Well, shit, even people that want to work there. We have friends that work there.
A woman. She was tall. She was like thinner. She had brown hair that was like to here, and she was like all Miss Prim and Proper. And
I mostly knew night shift.
She was just. When I walked in and I saw her face, and she was like, "Hi."
Oh, you hungry?
And I was like...
Just had her nose up.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking cunt.
I was like, this interview is not going to go good.
Like, I knew a couple day shift people. I knew some because I was friends with them before I worked there.
No.
And then, but like, I mostly knew like just the night shift crew.
No.
And some of, like I said, 1 or 2 day shifters. And
I know most of the people that worked at Chase Ave.
It's funny, my friend that worked with me at Reedville that got transferred to Chase Ave, he got transferred because he didn't like the fact that our manager, our night shift manager, took a picture of him and put it on a mermaid's body.
Yeah.
He didn't like it. He's like, I didn't consent to this. Da, 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 da. So they transferred him to Chase Ave. Even funnier story. I met Busta Rhymes in my store one night.
Nice.
I told you the story, right, Kyle?
Yeah, you did.
One night, it was like after 50 Cent had like his housewarming or whatever.
Yeah.
And was it
Greenwich?
No, it wasn't Greenwich. It was Manchester. Anywhere, somewhere in Connecticut. And I guess they wanted to get something to eat. All of a sudden, I see his DJ walk in, and I'm like, that can't be him. And I see his hype man walk in, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then all of a sudden, I see other people coming in. All of a sudden, then I see his DJ walk out, and I see his hype man, and I'm just still like, what the hell's going on? I was like, was that DJ Scratcher too? I was like, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, are you Split? He's like, yeah. And all of a sudden, Busta Rhymes and all his Busta Rhymesy glory comes walking in the store, and then he comes and just hands me like 4 boxes of fucking Fruity Pebbles, and I'm like, all right. And they reeked of pot, so clearly they had the fucking munchies. So I'm just like, all right, that'll be, and whatever, paid, went on their way. And it's funny, the security guard didn't know who he was, but he knew he was important because he saw the tour bus come in from the outside, and he saw like Busta Rhymes had like this belt buckle that was just massive and like gold plated and studded and all this other shit. So he was like, yeah. So he was like, who was that? I was like, Busta Rhymes. You know who the fuck Busta Rhymes is? And he recorded it and then showed people from the day shift that he came in. And then the next night I come in, he was like, oh my God, you met Busta Rhymes? Like, kinda. Like, he didn't say anything. He just handed me boxes of cereal. And he was like, why didn't you ask for his autograph? Because I'm not it's just a fucking person. I don't care. Like, they were like, but it's funny because the whole time, I'm still like, even when I think about it now, I'm like, I just sold fucking Busta Rhymes like 4 boxes of Fruity Pebbles. Like, what are the fucking odds of that? Like, of Waterbury, of all fucking stores for him to come into. It reeked of pot. Reeked of it. I was like, I'll see you when I get off work, friend. That's my stoppage.
I would be in my glory if Missy Elliott walked in. I'm sorry.
Listen.
I think I would just like, my heart would stop and I'd be like,
yo, you know what's funny? One of my friend that I was telling you about, he saw Split Star and recognized him before I didn't recognize him, starts freestyling for him. Oh. He tells me this after. I'm like, you fucking kidding me right now, dude? Really? That's kind of the last thing they want right now.
Knows. My heart would go, and I'd fall to the ground like dead.
Listen, if you're stupid. You're so stupid for that one.
All right, Kyle, get your ass over here.
Oh, that's right. We still have show to do.
Yeah.
Well, we gave him some stuff to work with, though.
Oh, we damn sure did.
I'm not talking about we. It was mostly you.
Estelle. I like to count you in. I think that's the first time my Busta Rhymes story has ever been recorded.
Kyle, if I could smoke pot right now, I would.
Listen, who you telling?
I quit cigarettes a month and a half ago. I need to smoke something.
You finally? Wait, you quit again?
Oh no, I mean I'm done.
You mean you're done?
I'm done.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, believe me.
Okay,
6 years for me.
Yeah.
You just quit a month ago?
A month today.
Month and a half ago? My boy Boot over there quit recently, and, well, we already know Jason's story. So, yeah. So,
I quit because it became too expensive.
That's why I quit 6 years ago. You kidding me?
I'm sorry, I was not spending $11 for a pack of cigarettes.
What do you smoke?
Marlboro. And Newport's even more expensive.
Depends.
Marlboro's up to Marlboro's $11.35, and Newport was $12.35.
Where do you buy your cigarettes?
I live in Wolcott.
Oh, that's fine.
well,
Because like, when I go to buy cigarettes from my mom, like the one she smokes are like $10.
Yeah. Well, you could ask Jay.
She smokes a Newport Smooth Selects, the black box ones. Well, she been smoking Newports my whole life. That's what I smoked when. That's what I smoked to a point, and then I found out Camel Crush was a thing.
Ugh.
I loved
I don't
those.
trust them.
I loved Camel Crush. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't trust them. If I want a menthol cigarette, I'm gonna buy a menthol cigarette.
No, Camel Crush was my shit.
Nope.
Yep, all of
started
that was
off
picked
with
up in
Marlboro.
stereo.
Yep. I'm okay with that.
Went to Marlboro Hundreds. Went to Newport.
People that smoke regular Camels hate themselves because those things are basically Middle Eastern dirt and tobacco.
Dang.
Those things, they always hurt. Like every time I would smoke a Camel afterwards, I'd be like, oh, I sound like Harvey Firestein. Hello, honey. All right, let's go.
I just want to be loved. Is that so wrong?
Is that so wrong? You guys remember me from Independence Day, right?
All right.
I was killed because I didn't pay attention to Jeff Goldblum's warnings.
All right.
Screw my lawyer. Even though it's
5,
clearly
4,
saying fuck
3,
my lawyer.
2, 1. And we're back. Still here with On the Brain.
Yes.
Hello.
And apparently Harvey Firestein.
Hello, everybody.
All
It's
right.
me. You remember me from certain things, like that episode of The Simpsons.
Yep.
And I'm sure I was in other things, too.
Yep. All right. Speaking of The Simpsons, we're now on to movies and TV.
Hooray!
Yes.
First movies. First anime first. Marmalade Boy.
Love it.
Never
Sailor
seen it.
Moon S.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm glad that they finally got like a redub years later.
New Cutie Honey.
That
Word.
sounds like low rent porn.
If you've seen the transformation sequence, it kind of is.
I have not, but all right.
G Gundam. Fatal Fury, the motion picture.
I just saw a review on that recently. It's ridiculous.
Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
Seen that.
Yeah.
Magical Knight Rayearth.
That also sounds like a porn.
No, no.
What?
It is a magical girl anime, but it's actually.
No, I said it sounds like, guys. I didn't say it was.
I know.
It says.
Dragon Ball Z Broly Second Coming.
Now that's definitely porn.
Yep. DBZ Bio Broly.
Wait, that all come out in the same. That all
Yeah.
came out in the same year.
Yeah.
Okay, that I did not know.
Yu Yu Hakusho's Fight for the Netherworld. In the world of DBZ, we got the Otherworld Tournament, the debut of the Great Saiyaman, and the Boo Saga.
It kind of makes you forget after a while because we're still talking about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z today. That it's it goes back that far. Like
It goes farther than that, doesn't it?
like Dragon Ball was 1980 something. It was like 1979, 1980 something.
And Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Voice actress was born Anya Sakura, who does Uraraka from My Hero Academia.
Nice.
You know, I've heard things about that show, but I have yet to watch it.
It's okay.
Give it a few episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've heard good things.
I'm a fan. It took me a while to get on the wagon, though.
Ray Takahashi, who does Amelia from ReZero.
Nice.
And now back to America.
Yay!
The Peanut special, You're in the Super Bowl, Charlie Brown, is broadcast on NBC.
Wait, that actually got a broadcast?
Yeah.
I remember getting the VHS at a gas station.
Yeah.
But I don't ever remember seeing that on TV.
I don't even remember. I didn't even know that was a thing till just now.
America Pay Television channel Encore initiates 7 new themed multiplex channels: Westerns, True Stories, Love Stories, Wham, American Wiz Network, Action and Mystery.
And Encore Black? I know it's a thing.
I think you're right, actually.
CBS covers women figure skating at the Winter Olympics.
Is that the Tanya Harding year?
Oh,
Yep.
no.
My knee, why?
That movie based on her was pretty dope.
I didn't see it.
Margot
You liked
Robbie, like, she was robbed. She should have got the Oscar that year.
The Simpsons broadcast their 100th episode.
That was their 100th episode?
Yep.
Well, 5 years at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet
true.
Some more Skinner's badass song.
Wait, was that the one with his real name?
No,
Like,
that was the one where Bart gets Skinner fired because he brought the dog into school.
Okay.
Star Trek
You gotta
Next Gen.
pet him hard so he can feel.
Yep. Grease me up, woman. Star Trek: The Next Generation concludes its 7-year run with the series finale, All Good Things.
Mm.
You know, that show was older than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I gotta have a Star Trek Next Generation.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I
No.
gotta have a marathon one of these days.
You don't. You're good.
Because I got introduced to Star Trek through Voyager. You know?
Of all the shows to get introduced to Star Trek through.
Here's what happens.
Because the captain was black, that's why?
No.
That's why you only usually like, I'm not going,
I
unless
said
my captain is black.
Hey,
I said
it's
Voyager.
Cisco, so.
No, that was Deep
If
Space
I'm not
Nine.
watching till, that's right, it was.
Cisco was Deep Space Nine. The Voyager was the first female captain.
That was Janeway.
Yep.
Janeway, yeah.
All right.
You're right, holy shit.
FX begins broadcasting.
I
FX
loved when
had
we got that
movies.
channel finally because I used to watch all the old The Living Color
Yup.
reruns. That was like the main reason I was happy we got FX. When we got FX, I should say.
In the WWF, the Hulkster signed the deal with WCW.
When he became Hollywood Hogan.
Eventually, that's
rather.
2 years later. The Game Show Network debuts.
And is watched by coma patients and elderly.
Wait, that was 94?
Yeah.
Wow.
Get Game Show Network.
Yep.
Because old people need to watch something during the day.
On Seinfeld, we're introduced to the Soup Nazi.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Yo, I recently, not recently, within the last couple months, binged that whole show. That show's a lot fucking funnier than I remember. Like, it kind of holds up to an extent, but, you know, these pretzels are making
Me thirsty.
People keep telling me to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm.
You need to. That show is hilarious.
P.S. Her vagina's in a sink. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Batman the Animated Series, where we get the episodes The Trial of Batman,
Yeah.
Bullet for Bullock,
Mm.
and the very creepy and haunting Baby Doll episode.
Oh, that
That
so
was creepy.
bittersweet. That was such a bittersweet damn episode, especially the ending.
Now
Yeah.
I want
She's
to
like,
watch Batman.
Meanwhile, over the Uncanny X-Men, we got the Phoenix Saga and the debut of Nightcrawler.
Yes.
Shows that debuted in '94: Babylon 5, The Critic.
That show should have lasted so much longer than it actually did.
Yeah. Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
94. I thought that was 95, but okay.
I thought it was 92.
Nope. Duckman.
Oh, I love that show.
Underrated show.
Oh, can we talk about Duckman for a minute?
Underrated show.
Because that show was like the closest thing to like porn you could get as a kid. Just
Yeah.
because Duckman was just such a fucking creepy perv, but it was like they also drew like as a kid watching it, you're like, oh my god, their boobs are so big. Oh, and then he He had that dance. I can't remember. All I remember is, and thrust your pelvis. And thrust your pelvis.
Thank you, Klasky Chupo, the people that brought us Rugrats and All Real Monsters.
Yeah, of all fucking companies, they bring us this adult as hell themed show. With Jason Alexander, who at that time was only really known for Seinfeld. Maybe Dunstan Checks In was that thing at that point.
But you know what? You think that's crazy? The husband and wife team behind that company animated the first 3 seasons of The Simpsons.
I knew that.
Yep.
That's nuts.
But still, Duckman is a wild variation from The Simpsons.
Yes.
Weird Science, the series.
Okay, can we talk about that for a minute? Because that was another show that I fucking adored, even though, like...
Vanessa Angel.
I don't know. Anything with Jeannie's kind of does it for him, but she kind of helped. Let's be real.
And the next you would see her in was...
Kingpin.
Yes, thank you.
But you know what's funny about that? Like, when they're talking about making her, they reference the movie that it's based on.
Yeah.
It was like, the guy playing Wyatt, he says Wyatt, and what was the other character's name? Wyatt and Gary.
Gary, yeah.
Gary says to Wyatt, he's like, yeah, no, I saw it in some John Hughes movie. I'm like...
Meta.
Ouroboros much? Like, come on.
The Busy World of Richard Scarry. Based off the books.
I enjoyed that show probably more than I should have.
Yeah.
Well, you were 7 at the time, so it makes sense.
The Ellen Show.
The sitcom.
Yep. Sister.
Word.
It's a good show.
It is a good show.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
See, the thing that sucked about that...
We didn't have Cartoon Network
We didn't get Cartoon Network for another 8 years.
I didn't get it till later. I didn't get it till like...
Wait, they didn't have it with...
No.
Really?
Waterbury got Cartoon Network in 2002.
Yeah, I remember,
and I got it
that.
like... We may have had it, but I didn't get it till like maybe 2009.
What the fuck? Where do you live?
I live in Middletown, so.
Oh my... Are you poor bastard? I remember the only thing... Like, the only time I could even see Space Goes Coast to Coast was when The Mask came out on VHS, because it had the episode with Jim Carrey on it.
I remember, like, when TNT would have a cartoon block.
Yep.
Right? They showed you Dexter's Laboratory, Space Goes Coast to Coast... the original C-Lab in this weird show called the Rudy and Go-Go Super Something cartoon show, and I'm like, that's where I got my fix.
My So-Called Life.
The show that introduced us to the weird fuck that is Jared Leto.
That was it's still underrated show.
It only lasted like a season.
The game show Masters of the Maze.
Don't know what that is.
Bippity boppity boo to me. I don't.
Yeah, not many people would know that other than me because I had too much time on my hands. VR Troopers.
Oh, the fucking poor man. That poor. The sad thing was it was made by the same people that made Power Rangers.
But it was the same. But it was the same exact formula, only with 3 kids instead of
a talking dog.
You got your talking head.
Fuck
except the leader was black.
For reminding me about that talking fucking dog.
I have a Pog with him on it.
Oh my god! Yes. Oh. Well, shit.
All right, question. Did anybody know how to freaking use Pogs?
No.
Did anybody?
Do you know what Pog stands for?
No. Piece of grap.
No.
What?
Pineapple, orange, guava.
Repeat that again.
Pineapple, orange, guava.
And the reasoning for that is...
Made in Hawaii.
But so what's that got to do with
the...
What's it got to do? How did it become so popular? I don't...
Yeah.
Because Alf was in it. Remember Alf?
He's back
in
Pog form.
Aladdin, the TV series.
Loved it.
The Magic School Bus.
Will always be a classic.
You know what
even if
sucks
they can get
about
everything right?
That Aladdin series is because Disney fucked Robin Williams over so hard that he wouldn't come back until the guy that was president of Disney resigned or left. That's the only reason he came back for like Flubber and the third Aladdin movie.
Yeah.
Like how much more dope would that series have been if we got Robin Williams instead of Dan Castellaneta?
Yeah. The Tick. I never got into it. So.
Tick was fucking great.
Like I could never catch it when it was on because
it was Saturday mornings.
Well, it was Saturday mornings, but there was so many other things. There was so many other things on around its time slot that I could only catch a few things here and there.
Let's see. ER.
ER came out in 94?
Yep. Loved ER. Touched by an Angel.
Loved it. Sorry.
Not going there.
Friends.
Ugh.
No.
Yeah. Boring.
There's one. The only joke that I've
right.
ever really liked from that show is when the Phoebe character's like, "Oh, I love that song Elton John wrote about the guy from Who's the Boss," and they're like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Hold me close, young Tony Dan." That is like the hardest I've laughed at that show.
Nice.
You outside?
Wildcats.
The cartoon based on the comic?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to think for a second because there could have been a Wildcats movie cartoon spelled with a K.
The other Power Rangers knockoff.
Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad?
No.
that one came up. That one came before that.
Big Bad Beetleborgs?
No.
Beverly Hills, whatever.
Tattoo Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills. Oh my god.
I knew it was Beverly Hills something.
And if you watch that intro, one of the characters go from white to black.
Well, Trump's America.
Not for another few years.
Tannen's America. Fuck, that's the first time I've actually said his name in years.
All right. The Secret World of Alex Mack.
Introduced the world to her
Larissa.
sister.
Yep. Gullah Gullah Island.
Love that show.
Sorry.
I never watched that show.
Classic
You know
show.
what? That was the show. Like, because when you're
Classic
home
show.
from school, like Nick Jr. is like your only option. You're not trying to watch court shows as
Right.
like a teen and preteen. So like, Binya.
And based on a place that actually exists.
Jump in.
With a real Binya?
The Pollywog
A
wasn't that big.
a man-sized pollywog? But his name's probably like Benjamin, right?
Our Real Monsters.
Yeah. Classic. That came out Halloween '94, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I had a stuffed
yeah, it
Ickis
did.
for years.
A
I
show.
used to draw Ickis.
I loved Ickis.
A show people love, but I never really got into Gargoyles.
Oh my god.
Get
What?
the fuck out!
Get out of my
I'm
house
sorry.
right
It
now.
bored me.
Oh my god.
I can't even talk. No.
I'm sorry. I
Get
did.
out of the studio. Get out of here.
I'm never supposed to be on this recording.
It's fine. Phantom 2040.
I only vaguely remember that.
That was based off the Phantom, right?
Yeah.
The one
This is like set in the future.
Hey, can you ask Keith to come in for a second?
The infamous Mega Man cartoon.
Infamous. That, you know what? Still was like, that was my introduction to Mega Man, really. So
Yep.
yeah,
Huh?
it was because I didn't know that many people that had Mega Man for Nintendo, and plus I wasn't allowed to play a lot of stuff. So.
Poor bastard.
On MTV, we got the Brothers Grunt.
Oh my god, I remember that show.
That
That show was born off
Jason's
of
here. He wonders if you want to
like bumpers they used to do, right?
Yeah.
So I remember seeing like then all of a sudden those
Yeah, he's got
5 weirdos end up getting their own
Yeah,
show. Like
yeah.
And The Head.
oh the head. That show what MTV exec on acid thought that show was a good idea. Or thought it up in the first place.
Yeah, he's getting it.
and was like, yeah, let's do this.
Next, we got Street Sharks.
Street Sharks.
Your poor man's TMNT ripoff.
They were the anti-TMNT.
Instead of eating pizzas, they were
hated
what?
Pizza.
Hamburgers? There was like some other food. It was like, we don't eat pizzas, we eat hamburgers or
But
some
you
such
can watch.
shit.
But you can watch this on the official Street Sharks YouTube channel.
Don't care. Didn't care for the show.
Spider-Man on Fox.
That show,
Is now on Disney Plus.
yes, but I was getting wistful about it because it was so like,
And he couldn't punch anyone.
yeah.
Or shoot anybody unless it was lasers. You know, but that carried on from the
Yep.
80s up. So
Let's see. Legend of the Hidden Temple Season 2. Adventures of Pete and Pete Season 2.
You know what's funny? I really didn't care too much for Legends of the Hidden Temple. Just wasn't.
wasn't your thing.
Reckless Modern Life Season 2.
That show should have been on MTV
Yeah, it should have.
because that show
Turn the
was a
page,
little too
wash your
adult.
hands. Turn the page, wash your hands.
Not just that, Rocco worked at a fucking sex line.
For one scene.
But still,
But apparently there was 2 banned
Oh,
episodes.
baby,
I know about
oh,
one.
baby, oh,
I'm
baby.
nauseous.
I'm nauseous.
Filbert. Supply and demand, Filbert.
still, like that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about it. Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life. Ren and Stimpy was worse.
Yep,
But
which-
that was still on
And we
Nick.
get Ren and Stimpy Season 4. And
4.
Yep.
Holy
And we're introduced to Face, who becomes the Nick Jr. mascot.
Hi there. Hi there. Face here.
Sorry.
It's fine. Ending, we got Doug after 4 seasons, but
Until Disney bought it.
in '96. Yep.
Lasted a good 4 seasons though. That's a big plus for an animated show.
Is he still on the phone?
Yep.
Oh God. On the Adventures of P&P, where Toby Huss leaves, thus ending his arc as
Artie.
the strongest man in the world.
You know he also played Mr. Softy?
Yes. He's
That's
also
why
Cotton
we-
Hill.
That's why we're fucking friends.
Wait, he was Cotton Hill?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hell, I don't watch King of the Hill like that, and I knew that.
What? Okay, oh man, because I've been marathoning King of the Hill recently, and Cotton Hill has become one of my favorite characters. Like, he's so delightfully racist. Okay,
Yes.
and that's the only time I will say that.
Also
Today.
ending the Sinbad show.
That
Does
show
anybody
was like
remember
a
the
season.
Sinbad show?
I remember.
Anybody remember the
Ray
Sinbad
J
show?
was like one of the kids.
I remember one episode. One episode.
Ray J was one of the kids he adopted on
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I associate with that is people under the stairs. I'm sorry.
Points.
Points.
I'm sorry. That
Point.
was like my favorite movie.
Points though.
At one
In
time.
Living Color ends.
Sadly, like they
Sadly.
didn't, and it got like surprisingly canceled.
Yeah.
Like it's funny in the last episode, Jim Carrey's like, "Whenever the hell they want to air the show again," I'm like, "That was a last episode."
The LA Law ends.
All right, you hear that, parents
Yep.
and grandparents listening?
The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
That show
was amazing.
had potential,
It ran
mainly
4
because
years.
of Bruce. Oh shit, really? I only remember. Okay,
It had Bruce Campbell, John Aston, and Lord Bowler, who was Show Enough.
Show enough.
Yeah.
Is this in the 70s?
No, but the guy who said, yeah. You know,
and what's called? Wow.
yeah.
Sounds like it's
But
right
you
up
know,
there with
didn't
a
Sam
freaking Honey
Raimi
Bear.
also? Yeah, he was like an EP on that show,
Yeah.
right?
Hello.
Clarissa Explains It All ends.
Oh damn.
Jim Henson's Dog City, which only I remember.
Dog City?
Dog City.
I own
I-
VHSs of that.
VHSs. There was more than one.
Yes.
That was on like.
Fox.
Fox Kid. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Sonic the Hedgehog. The one with Jaleel White.
They were all with Jaleel White. All three. Like,
Yeah, right.
I'm waiting.
Garfield and Friends.
Okay, that show was my shit. I loved Garfield and Friends.
All right. Heading over to wrestling.
Oh, here we go.
A company called Eastern Championship Wrestling has a show called The Line Was Crossed, where Shane Douglas wins the NWA title, tosses it down, and ECW is born.
94, really?
Yep.
I feel like that was like when they were still a thing. It was older than that because then they get bought out like 8 years later.
Yep. The 1994 Royal Rumble, Yokozuna defeats The Undertaker in a casket match, which leads to Undertaker dying, and where he ascends into the heavens. And under the Undertaker jacket during that was Marty Jannetty.
Oh my god! Like that's the thing. Like I said earlier, I miss about fucking late 80s, up until like the end of the Attitude Era of wrestling. Everything was just so goddamn ridiculous.
Which led to a Where is the Undertaker starring Leslie Nielsen.
Okay, hang on. What the fuck did you just say?
Okay, there was vignettes on WWE programming that had "Where in the World is the Undertaker" featuring Leslie Nielsen,
Leslie Nielsen.
as in
Leslie Nielsen.
yes,
From Airplane, Leslie Nielsen.
yes,
I was trying to think of one of his non-parody roles. There's a movie I could see in my head, but for some reason it was like...
yes, Leslie Nielsen. They're on YouTube.
And you bet your fucking ass I'm going to check them and look for them as soon as we're done with this.
Which leads to also Bret Hart and Lex Luger winning the Rumble. My mom calls Lex Luger a gorilla.
Because he looked like a shaved ape.
Yes.
Like he looked like... He
Yep.
looked like if Donkey Kong were a man.
Apt. WrestleMania 10, Owen Hart defeats Bret Hart in the same night Brett wins the world title. The famous Razor Ramon HBK ladder match. Then Brett beats Yoko for the title, and then one of the most ignored WrestleMania matches ever.
Undertaker v. Undertaker?
Nope, that comes in a few months. We get Randy Savage and Crush in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Randy Savage, he was my favorite.
Yep.
Even when he did those Slim Jim commercials, I still liked him.
We then find
Looking
out
for a
there,
little incitement. Ooh, yeah.
we then find out there are two Undertakers.
DiBiase's Undertaker and
Paul Bearer's Undertaker.
regular original recipe Undertaker.
Yep.
If it's the listeners, just ignore it.
Let's see. Following the Survivor Series, Nutty Bob Backlund debuts.
My name.
And a submission after Chicken Wing, where Brett's mom tosses him in the
brother?
towel.
Hey, how's it going?
We have a hilarious midget match with Jerry Lawler versus Doink the Clown. Where
Doink the Clown.
Where
Wow.
Jerry Lawler and Doink both had midgets on their respective teams. And The Undertaker beats Yokozuna in a return casket match with Chuck Norris as special ref.
Did he punch the earth?
Yes.
Did he visit the Virgin Islands so they're no longer just called islands? Did he punch somebody with the beard, the fist under his beard?
Yes, he did.
Remember when those jokes were funny
Yes.
and popular?
All right, now let's talk movies.
Was
All
it
right.
before or after it became a book?
Probably before.
Right. Let's talk movies. We got Cabin Boy.
Okay. You know what's funny? That movie was almost directed by Tim Burton.
Yep.
And it has very Tim Burton-y feels to it, too.
House Party 3.
House Party 1 and 2.
A movie I hate because I saw it in theaters. Car 54, Where Are You?
The bastardization of that beloved television
Yep.
show.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
You know what's funny? I didn't
Alrighty
get to
then.
see that movie. That was the mask. No, you're right. That's what I'm saying. Never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see that movie till it came on VHS months and months later.
See,
Here's something you need to know, kids. We don't get shit on VHS 3 months after the movie came out back then.
Nah.
You had to wait. I had to wait a
You're
year.
lucky if
To
it was the same year.
Man, listen.
Blu-ray.
Digital.
I had to
Digital.
wait a fucking
Digital.
year after I saw Jurassic Park to see it on fucking VHS.
I chose year and 6 months almost.
My Girl 2.
The ghost of the
Yeah.
return of Macaulay Culkin's character.
Shaq in Blue Chips.
Blue Chips?
Yep.
It was a college basketball film.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Reality Bites.
I vaguely remember that.
It was Winona Ryder, Ethan Hawke, and Ben Stiller.
Yep. Early Ben Stiller.
Why do you remember this?
Have you not met me?
The only good thing on that list was Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, damn it!
We're still going. We got Steven Seagal in On Deadly Ground.
Stand corrected. Fuck you. That was.
That wasn't mentioned before.
All right. Four Weddings and a Funeral.
You want to correct yourself again?
I'm going to stay with Steven Seagal.
The Incredible Hudsucker Proxy.
You know, I liked that movie.
Yep.
Repeat that again.
The Hudsucker Proxy.
It was Tim Robbins and Paul Newman.
Yep. The Ref, which I love.
Dennis Leary, right?
Yep, Dennis Leary and Kevin Spacey. It's an underrated movie. Naked Gun 33 and a Third, The Final Insult.
OJ's last movie.
Yep. D2, The Mighty Ducks.
Sorry. I love it.
Hey,
Hey,
everyone's gotta love something.
to each their own.
Tupac's
I'm not
Above the
wrong with-
Rim.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Major League 2.
Who cares about that?
Ouch.
I like Major League 2.
The first one was the
Yeah.
superior film. The sequel was just
Thumbleweed.
they replaced. Didn't they
It's still
replace?
Were you
Sandlot.
about to say Thumbelina?
Yep,
No, they
Thumbleweed.
replaced-
My God, I used to love that.
Didn't they replace Wesley Snipes with Omar Epps as Willie Mays Hayes
Yep.
in that? Fuck out of here, Omar Epps. You'll never be tax evasion loser, Wesley Snipes.
PCU.
PCU.
Okay, that movie is a quiet favorite of mine. Also, I love the fact that they had, 50-year-old Jeremy Piven playing a college student?
Yeah.
It was basically Van Wilder before Van Wilder.
Yep. Three Ninjas Kick Back.
You know, I never cared about the Three Ninjas movie after the
neither.
first one.
The first two, the second one was a favorite of mine.
Yep.
But that's it.
The Crow.
Oh, that movie's a little bittersweet.
That's The Crow 2. Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Which we were talking about earlier because why the fuck was George Lucas in it?
Yeah.
The Flintstones.
Oh, you know what? For a live action adaptation of a Hanna-Barbera property, they did a pretty.
No, they did a good job. John Goodman killed it as fucking Fred.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, why the hell was Rosie O'Donnell cast as Betty?
Yep.
That was a white. I guess she could do the laugh.
Betty's not really an important character.
But she can do the laugh so
She can do the laugh so well. She was very cute.
City Slickers 2, The Legend of Curly's Gold. Speed.
I didn't even see your car.
It's not out there.
The Lion King.
Nope. Truck's out there.
Introducing the world to black phrases.
Yep. The Shadow.
Basically.
Luke's truck is out there.
With Alec Baldwin?
Yes.
You know, I watched that movie recently and was like, it held up.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I mean, it's a period piece, but it still held up pretty good.
The Angels in the Outfield.
Just call me Al.
Instead of Demons in the Dugout.
Yep.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Tom Hanks'
For
first
the watch
Oscar.
Demons in the Dugout, Dave.
Then,
I have no idea why I ever enjoyed Angels in the Outfield.
Because you're a dirty bad boy. You'd rather watch people do bad things. Get those demons to buy those kids drugs.
Hell yeah. Take those drugs.
Come here, Tony Danza. You're coming
Also,
with
they're
us.
going to be good at sports, not steroids, damn it.
You're going to come with us, Tony Danza, to hell.
The Client.
was that the one with the hooker?
Yes.
You got to be real specific.
The other movie about the hooker, but one of the
I know which one.
One
you're
of
thinking.
the several movies
several
with a hooker
movies
in it.
about the
The awful movie North.
You know what? I don't hate that movie.
I own that movie on VHS.
Wow, you're showing your age,
Are
sir.
you like? But you're the one that gave it like 7 awfuls.
My mom owns it.
Oh.
She bought it when Hollywood Video. When Hollywood Video was going out of business.
Oh, okay.
North wasn't terrible. I enjoyed
I
it.
prefer West.
You're better than that fucking joke.
The Mask.
This is still a great
Boom,
fucking
chicka, boom,
film.
boom.
The,
Boom,
the
boom,
only
boom.
movie I've ever seen in a drive-in.
You saw that
Really?
at drive-in?
Yes.
Nice.
While my parents were seeing the other movie, Clear and Present Danger.
What's up?
Clint Eastwood feature, right?
No, Harrison Ford.
Interchange.
Get off my plane. Airheads.
I've been taking care of.
That movie is still very funny.
Yes, it is.
That movie, like, what is that? Some type of cracker slang?
I'm gonna shoot you with what? My dick, and blood's gonna be shooting out of it, and there's nothing you can do about it, because I'm a madman. Blank Man.
Blank Man.
Okay,
One of the
that movie.
one of the unsung superheroes of.
I'm a crime fighter.
You got to knock some boots, man.
No, my favorite line is when he gets excited when David Allen Gray's other guy brings in nunchucks. He's like, "You brought the nunchucks." Just the way he says everything. Oh my god! And then whenever he kisses Robin Givens' character, he basically jizzes in his pants.
Natural Born Killers.
That was a good damn film.
Yep.
Some of Robert Downey Jr.'s middle drug crisis best acting.
Yep. Time Cop.
I don't think we'll watch it. Maybe he's as good.
That movie.
Yeah.
It's another one of those convoluted time travel films.
Now, have you ever heard of this one? The Shawshank Redemption.
No, what is that?
No, I don't know. It must be a new movie. I've never heard about it.
Andy Dufresne crawled through a mile of shit that day. He was my friend. And because of that movie, I learned how to say he
I
wanted
feel the mile of shit is more famous than the movie.
And he crawled through that mile of shit for what seemed to be forever. Till he got there. And that, like I said, I only know the name Ziwantanejo because of that.
Ed Wood.
You know, one of the few Burton Depp collabos that I still like to this day.
The River World.
Who?
No.
What?
No. Pulp Fiction.
What?
Oh, was my
That's
friend.
not. No one knows what that is.
Nope.
That was.
I mean, that's a damn tasty burger, but no one knows what the movie is.
This burger was my friend.
Exit to Eden.
This
Exit to
burger.
Eden.
Yes.
You know what's funny? I saw that movie in the theater with my mother
I'm
when I
sorry.
had no business seeing that fucking movie in the theater.
What
Because
movie?
Exit to Eden.
Oh.
I only saw it because Dan Aykroyd, Rosie O'Donnell. Okay, I didn't know it was gonna be a fucking softcore porn film,
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
which was probably one of the better sequels to that franchise.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Which was one of the better sequels to that.
With Robert De Niro as the monster.
That was weird. Just hear De Niro like with all his De Niro-ness
I'm a
playing
monster.
Frankenstein.
What you gonna do?
You're gonna meet my monster.
Interview with the Vampire.
That movie introduces the world to a very, very sexy Brad Pitt.
Yep. The Santa Claus.
Hey, you.
You better fucking watch it, dude. We got like 2 weeks before we...
Oh, shit.
Miracle on 34th Street.
The remake, correct?
With
Richard Attenborough,
yeah,
dude from the first Jurassic Park. Like,
Please,
man,
Sesame Street gets no love, though.
Leon the Professional.
this is a great fucking film.
And she still wants to do a sequel.
Really?
Yes.
Good.
In French?
Probably. Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger star in Junior.
Why that movie got made to this day, like no one was asking like, hey, you know what? You guys were great in Twins. Let's make another movie where we impregnate one of the biggest action stars in the world.
One of my favorite movies, John Lovitz, Nick Cage, and Dana Carvey in Trapped in Paradise.
I love that fucking film.
You are the black dude. You really are.
I remember watching it recently, like within the last year I watched it. And then I remember watching the Dana Carvey show when he was talking about it, and he was saying how wild Nick Cage was on set with that.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Still holds up.
Yep.
94 was like the year of Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Very much so.
A movie I saw in theaters, Richie Rich.
I own that on VHS.
I'm sorry.
I prefer Blank Check.
You know
shut
what?
your goddamn mouth.
No, you know what? That Blank Check was weird.
Blank Check was unbelievable.
Because it had a scene in the trailer that was not in the movie.
Which scene was that?
It was randomly. It was like he was like dressed in like a mohawk and said, "Let's like party till we die," and like was imitating Beavis and Butthead. It was not in the movie.
Well, that's the thing. That was at that time. They'll have
Yeah.
scenes in the trailer that aren't in the
Right.
movie, but still, like $1 million didn't like even in 1994. That's not a lot to do with what that kid did.
Yeah.
But let's
Like
not
he
forget
bought
the-
a house that was like what 300,000.
Yeah.
And then all the other shit he was doing, he should have been tapped like by day 6.
Yeah, but let's not forget the banker gave him the money thinking he was somebody else. Like
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the million should have been gone a lot quicker than it was. At the rate he was spending.
See, Little Women.
That's what Winona Ryder.
Yep. The final Raul Julia movie, Street Fighter.
Okay, I've said it on other podcasts, and
Do
I'll
it.
say it before.
Do it.
That movie, in all of its bullshit, has one of the greatest villain lines in it. When
Thursday.
Fuck you. When
I love that movie.
when M. Bison says that Chun-Li comes like, oh, it's like the day Bison visited your village was one of the worst days of your life. But to me, it was a Tuesday. That is so fucking gangster, dude. Like, no villain line I think will ever top that. And it got buried in that pile of shit. That poor man, this is his last movie, and he gave one of the best villain lines ever.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme does not remember making it.
Why the fuck did he get picked to play
Talking
Guile
about
in the
he doesn't
first
remember
place?
he's in denial.
Because he was so coked out of his mind. He
He
does not remember.
shouldn't have been Guile in the first fucking place.
Let's see.
Yeah, he should have been Cammy.
A small low-budget movie came out this year called Clerks.
Still a great
Wait,
damn
what?
film.
Clerks.
This is a joke.
And the older I get, the more I resonate with that movie.
Listen, fresh out of high school, like a year, because I was working at a record store. I got it. Like, that job would be great if it weren't for the fucking customers.
Stargate.
When half the team is getting blast shields.
It was okay. It wasn't, their best because we didn't get Independence Day till 2 years later.
The movie Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey want people to forget.
The Texas Chainsaw.
Yep, The Next Generation.
Thank you.
Leprechaun 2.
That wasn't even their first movie together. Because she had that small cameo in Days and Confused.
Leprechaun 2. The Page Master.
Oh,
Macaulay
yeah.
Culkin.
You know,
which was a weird film in and of itself.
It was a weird. Did we mention that during the Isekai discussion at all?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think we did.
Maverick.
Mel Gibson and
Blank Check.
Blank Check.
See,
Oh, that
there we
was
go.
94.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
See, so I jumped the fucking gun, but still, like that
the only
movie.
reason I remember that movie is because afterwards I went to Toys R Us and got my first X-Men figure.
And you were trying to get a blank. You were trying to have somebody run over your bike so you can get a blanked check.
Don Juan DeMarco.
Johnny Depp and Marlon Brando.
Yep.
Before he was terrible.
The Roger Corman Fantastic Four.
You mean the one that never got released?
I don't know.
Because it was a piece of fucking shit.
Yep.
Like all of them.
Yeah.
Especially the other one.
Listen.
I mean,
Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead.
Those movies still creep me out.
Second is my favorite.
Those Phantasm movies still give me the goddamn creeps.
A Low Down Dirty Shame.
Some of Keenan Ivory Wayans' finest.
right.
The parody of Silence with the Lambs, Silence of the Hams.
What now?
did not
With Dom
see that.
DeLuise. No one but me has ever seen the cover of this.
I didn't even know it was a thing till just now.
Oblivion. All right, I will pitch this movie to you. It's
You're hired.
It's an Old West alien movie starring
You're fired.
starring a drunken George Takei
You're hired again.
doing nothing but quoting Star Trek lines.
This shark is gonna give you the money for that movie.
The Guyver, Dark Hero.
Wait, I love those movies. Wait a minute, let's go back to Oblivion for a second.
Okay.
So it's basically it's literally that
Yeah.
drunk George Takei,
Quoting Star Trek lines while Cowboys versus Aliens goes on. I have it on DVD.
I'm gonna need to borrow that.
I already said Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla.
Yep.
And the famous Mystery Science Theater episode of Time Chasers.
That fucking show. I still love that show to death, and I love the revival too.
Oh, that's the only one I like.
All right.
Because I never saw the original.
All right, we're gonna take a
Okay.
quick.
Watch the fucking
All right,
mouth.
we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with video games, but I'm gonna leave you with DeBrat Functified. So stay tuned.